All right, guys, so this is what we're gonna do today. If you guys are new to this channel, this is my 2022 Road Glide performance bagger called Mad Max. It has so many upgrades, I don't even know where to begin, but if you guys are new to this channel, you may wanna just click back a bunch of videos and go check them out and see exactly what I did to this absolute beast. But today, we're actually gonna talk about the top 10 things that I think, my recommendation for you guys, if you are new to the Harley world, and if you guys just purchased a Harley Davidson, especially a touring motorcycle, I'm gonna give you the top 10 items that I think that you should upgrade immediately. So they're not necessarily going to be performance-based items. This is necessarily going to be 10 items for safety and comfort. So let's get on with the video. All right, guys, Mad Max is looking so fresh in the sunlight, man. It's about, I don't know, almost 50 degrees out today. So I figured it'd be a great day to put this video out. I make a lot of these videos, but not necessarily, I guess, the top 10 items for like new riders or new Harley Davidson people that just purchased a Harley Davidson. So they might not know what exactly like maybe you should change, what exactly needs to be changed. Not that anything has to be changed, but we all do. Just like I said before, for comfort, for safety. So I came up with basically like the top 10 items that I went down this list up and down a bunch of times. And again, I'm not going to list like, you know, performance aspects as far as like the engine, the exhaust. I got so much stuff done, carbon wheels. This thing is really performance orientated as far as a big 800-pound bagger touring motorcycle is. I built this bike based solely for the purpose of getting more performance out of it. So this is not what we're gonna be talking about in this video. This is just kind of the top 10 items that you are going to wanna do to your motorcycle if you are new to the Harley world. And I guarantee you, most of you guys that have been watching me or are already a part of the Harley Davidson culture, I'm sure you will agree about the 10 items that I'm going to mention in this video. Let's go over the number one item that I recommend strongly for you guys that just purchased, say, a brand new Harley Davidson touring motorcycle, is the lighting. So the lighting is super important. So for me, I have all Custom Dynamics lighting. I have their XX headlight. I have the vent lights. I have windshield trim lights. I have their fog lamps. In the back, I'm also running their saddle bag hinge lights. I'm running the bag lights, the filler panel lights, along with the rear Custom Dynamics tail light. And the reason I always state this in a lot of my videos is the number one thing for having great lighting is safety. Probably gonna be like my number one item to change on your Harley Davidson as soon as you get it. I would definitely upgrade the lighting. So you definitely wanna be able to see the road. You wanna be able for other vehicles and other motorcycles on the road to be able to see you. So that's why lighting is probably the most important on your motorcycle. So that's number one. And if any of you guys are watching this video and agree with me or disagree, or maybe I missed something that you guys think I should have put in the top 10, hit me down below in the comments and let me know. Number two is on these big, heavy baggers, the suspension is not ideal. Definitely recommend changing out the rear suspension and the front. A lot of people just do the rear, but you're really missing out on the whole package. Definitely the rear because it's too soft, and the front is way too soft from factory. So a lot of times you hit a couple bumps, especially if they're big, hard, nasty ones, you're gonna be bottoming out, and upon hard braking, the nose kind of wants to dive down way too much. So I would definitely, that's number two, I would definitely upgrade the suspension, and I would highly recommend to do them both in unison because, like I said, it goes hand in hand. A lot of people just change the back and then they say, well, I feel a little bit of a difference. That's why I'm saying you gotta really change out the front and back together. All right, number three. So the number three item that we're going to be changing on the bike is the bars. So the stock bars, yet they're somewhat comfortable, but there are so many bar styles and sizes to choose from. I'm sure with the millions of you folks out there, you're probably going to want something different. So whether it's a little further out, I have the Krause T-bar set up. It is a 8-inch kickback riser with a ODI bar that is 4 inches for a total rise of 12 inches. That's comfortable for me. So I like it kind of a little bit closer to me, and about 12 inches. I don't like it lower and I don't like it higher. I've told you guys in the past, if you go a little higher, then you start, if you do have shoulder issues, you could potentially run into some shoulder problems and shoulder pain and so forth. That's probably going to be my number 3, change out the bars. So number 4, I'm going to actually piggyback off of number 3. Number 4 is going to be heated grips. I definitely recommend, especially if you're going to be riding in the fall, winter, and early spring. It gets really cold, especially if you live in the northern states. If you live down south, it's probably not going to be an issue for you. But if you definitely live in a cooler climate, colder area, I would definitely get some heated grips, and that's why I said it piggybacks off of the bar number 3. So I would definitely, once you have the bars installed, it's really simple for your shop, wherever you take the bike to be able to install the heated grip. So that is number 4. Okay, so number 5 is going to be seat right here, number 5. So the stock seat isn't that comfy. You know we love our Saddlemen seats on Cycle Fanatix channel. My son's Dyna, which is right there. I don't know if you guys could see it, but you guys could check out that video. He just got a brand new Saddlemen step up tuck and roll, just like I did. That's the Saddlemen tuck and roll step up. It's got a pretty good, probably about a 7-inch backrest right here, tuck and roll, super comfortable. And I've been on thousands and thousands of mile trips with this seat, and also the SDC Pro Gripper seat from Saddlemen. I've never had any issue. Super comfortable. But as you get older, I don't think it matters what type of seat you have on the motorcycle. You're still going to have to, like me personally, I'm going to tell you, I like to stop probably around 150 miles. I like to ride 150 miles, stop for gas, even though, say, I'm not empty yet. I like to stop, stretch out the legs, take my time, get comfortable, get situated again, and then head on my trip again. So it is no problem. This seat did a lot of long trips, including Daytona, which was, I don't know, 2,500 miles. No problem. Absolutely love it. If you want to get something more comfortable, you could go with like a road sofa or something. But that is my number 5, is a seat. All right, number 6. If you're going to be doing any type of long distance riding, if you don't like a lot of wind in your face, if you don't wear a full face helmet, if you ride in colder climates, you're definitely going to want to change out the windshield. So the windshield is number 6. I am rocking the Clockworks 11-inch Sport Flare windshield. I used to have the 6-inch. Then I went, I had the 6-inch, but that actually gave like 0 wind protection. It does look badass, but I don't want the wind blasting in my face. Also, as far as moto vlogging, it just cuts down on the clear audio. So then I was always using the 9-inch, but then Clockworks started making this 11-inch Sport Flare windshield. It is absolutely fantastic. I'm about 6'2" tall, and with my height, this 11-inch works phenomenal, perfect. No wind, no bugs, rain, shoots it right over the helmet. So that is number 6. So then number 7, going back, I probably should have put this into the last one, but number 7 is handguards. So why do I say handguards? Because I ride a lot. I think this list of 10 items is kind of tailored for everybody. Some people don't like using, rocking handguards. I love them. There are so many good points about having a set of handguards, not only not getting beamed by a big rock or a piece of gravel in your knuckle or even a big bug. We were out in Sturgis a couple years ago. I got hit by, I don't know, something big, maybe a grasshopper, doing probably about 70, 75. And it literally, I thought it broke my finger. I'm not even kidding. So it's going to keep the wind the rocks, the bugs, the cold air off of your fingers. So I would definitely strongly recommend it. So like if you have a set of heated grips with a good glove and the Memphis Shades handguards, man, I'm telling you, you're in business. You can ride through the rain, through the cold. I use these, I ride all winter long. I never put my motorcycle away. You guys know that. I've did so many videos in the winter, even to upstate, deep in upstate New York, to frozen waterfalls and stuff like that. 10, 15 degrees, 17 degrees, no issues. I think that combination with a good windshield, handguards, heated grips, good pair of gloves, you will be good to go. So number 8, I'm going to tell you, you're gonna probably need, if you're gonna do long trips, some longer riding, I would definitely strongly recommend getting a pair of highway pegs. So I have the Santoro Fabrics. A lot of people ask me about what bar I'm using, what crash bar. I'm using the Santoro Fabrics crash bar. It's basically like a simple straight bar, but right here at the end of it, probably about the end, 3-4 inches, I use that, I utilize that as a highway peg. I have that wrapped in a little 3M no slip tape. It works really well. Love it. It's really simple, minimal, and I did lay the bike down accidentally in Maine when we went on our trip, and it just worked perfectly. The bike was unscathed, untouched, no damage. Yeah, I definitely highly recommend getting a set of highway pegs. You don't necessarily have to have this bar, whatever crash bar you have on it, but get a set of highway pegs so this way at least you could straighten out on a long trip. You could be comfortable. Like a lot of these items are safety and comfort, like I said to you guys before. And I think that's more important than diving straight into getting like the performance aspect stuff done to your motorcycle. So this way, you have to be comfortable on your motorcycle and you have to be safe. Number 9, believe it or not, I really had to put this on the list. Bag liners. So I have a set of Hogworks bag liners, and I'll tell you, without a set of bag liners, it's horrible. I'll tell you why, because inside obviously of a plastic saddlebag, if you put a lot of stuff in there, especially loose stuff, it's going to be rattling around. It's going to be loud. It might damage, it could damage your stuff or even damage the inside of the bag. On my liners, I also do have some pockets, so it's great for storing little tchotchke, flashlight, bandanas, whatever you want. Store in the little pockets, protects your stuff and makes it just super, super quiet so stuff doesn't rattle around, if that makes any sense. And then number 10 is I have a fantastic setup on my bike. You guys could go check out, almost kill myself there. A fantastic setup where I have wireless Bluetooth CarPlay. So just go back and check out the video. I have like playlists for everything. If you go back, go to the Mad Max playlist. You can start from the bottom until when I first purchased the bike, and about a year ago. That's when I purchased it, about a year ago, and you could see the entire build process from A to Z. This thing is a beast. What I have on the bike is in here, if you guys know, in this cubby, there's a USB dongle. So I removed that dongle. You got to take the fairing out. I removed that dongle. I put it up into the fairing. Then you buy a Bluetooth adapter. It's about $100, and you plug it straight into that dongle and you leave it up in here. And then in here where the dongle was, I basically caulked that hole. So there's nothing that I could plug anything into in here. So that USB Bluetooth adapter is up here. And then check out that video. It's in the same video, I believe. There is a Apple CarPlay adapter that you could get on Amazon for $15. That gets plugged in right underneath, right on top of the headlight. And once you have that Apple CarPlay adapter plugged in and the Bluetooth adapter plugged in, now I also have the Quadlock wireless charger on here. As soon as I put my phone on the wireless Quadlock charger, it is automatically wireless charging. I don't have to plug in a cable to my phone. And on top of that, as soon as I turn my bike on, because of that Bluetooth adapter, it automatically syncs with my phone. and I automatically get CarPlay on the screen, on the dash. It is the best setup, one of the best things I've ever did. I did it to this bike, and I also did it to my last bike, Silverback. You guys could check out, man, that bike was really nice, but I do love this bike better. But that bike, a lot of you guys like that bike. This bike has everything. It's got the BST carbon wheels. It's got aftermarket brake rotors. We got the big 128 Screaming Eagle Harley Davidson engine in it, pushing out 145 horsepower with the 3/4 Star Racing cam. We have a 2-into-1 exhaust. We have the mid controls on it. We have a chain drive, front and back suspension. This whole motorcycle is raised 2 inches taller than a stock Harley Davidson bagger. So this thing is built for speed, it's built for performance, it's built for handling. I love it. I think I knocked off probably a good 50 to 60 pounds off of this bike. This has to be my favorite Harley Davidson. I know I said it before, but I'm gonna tell you again, this has to be probably my favorite Harley Davidson I've ever owned, and I've owned probably about 15 of them in the 30-something, over 30 years that I've been riding. So anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Like I said, if you guys think of anything else, maybe I missed, or maybe something that you guys think that I should have put in this list for maybe the new riders out there, I would appreciate it if you guys put it down below in the comments. Thanks for watching. We'll see you guys on the next one. Peace out.